Good afternoon, welcome to VANIK-IAS. We'll discuss current affairs of September 5. First is, which of the following pairs of vaccines and category type? First is Covaxin. Covaxin, inactivated pathogen based vaccine. Pathogen means inactivated a dead virus. Based on that, vaccine will be produced, that is Covaxin. Covishield is also based on inactivated pathogen virus, that is not based on mRNA vaccine. Especially mRNA vaccine. What is mRNA vaccine? It is a protein based vaccine, right? Messenger RNA that creates a protein, right? Protein based vaccine, that is called as mRNA vaccine. Next, Sputnik V. What is Sputnik V? It is a viral vector based vaccine that is launched by Russia. So 1 and 2 options are right here. 1 and 3 options are right here. Covishield is not a mRNA vaccine. mRNA vaccines are based on, they are protein based vaccine, protein based, and Covishield is pathogen based. Next is Mission Indradhanush. Was identified one of the flagship schemes under Gram Swaraj Abhiyan. Full immunization coverage among children aged between 22 and 12 and 23 months. 12 and 23 months of age increased above 15% between Family Health Survey. Or to 4 to recent Family Health Survey 5. Yes. Increased above 15%, right? Immunization has increased above 15%. Mission Indradhanush was identified as one of the flagship schemes under Gram Swaraj Abhiyan. Gram Swaraj Abhiyan. Both the statements are right regarding Mission Indradhanush. Mission Indradhanush 4.0 has launched. Mission Indradhanush, it is a scheme that is launched in 2016, especially to develop the immunization program, immunization against the various genetic diseases or viral diseases, that is immunization. And Mission Indradhanush 4.0 has launched in 2022. It is especially it is for full immunization coverage for children aged between 12 and 23 months. Vaccines against rotavirus, rubella, polio will help India meet its sustainable development goals. For SDG goal 4 targets that include reducing child mortality. This is wrong. SDG goal 4 it talks about providing equal opportunity for education. Equal opportunity for education, that is SDG goal 4. So first statement is wrong. Second is recently measles rubella vaccine has been included in universal immunization program. No, this is already included since beginning. So this is wrong. So both the statements are wrong here. Right. Regarding next. With respect to hepatitis C, consider the following statements. It can be transmitted sexually from an infected mother to her baby, but not through breast milk, food, or water. Yes, first statement is wrong. There is no vaccine against hepatitis C. This is also right. First statement is right. This is also right. Right. So both are right so far as hepatitis C is concerned. It can be transmitted sexually, and there is no vaccine against hepatitis C. With reference to Dhole, consider the following statements. The species is limited to eastern and western Ghats of India. No Dhole species. It is African wild dog, Asian wild dog. It is also called as Asian wild dog. It is similar to African wild dog. Dog. It is wrong. So first statement is wrong. It is especially in the Central Asia region. Central Asia region. It is found. Dhole is found in Central Asia region. It is listed as Schedule 2 species under Wildlife Protection Act 1972. Yes, this is right. Dhole named after wild dogs because they are genetically similar to dogs. No, they are wild dogs itself. They are wild dogs. They are similar to African wild dogs. They are similar to African wild dogs. So, two only statement is right. Especially they belongs to Central Asia. Rajmundra seal recently seen in the news associated with which of the following? It is why Rajmundra seal is Rajamundra seal is news because that is inside that is included in the navy insignia. So it is based on Shivaji's navy, who has developed its navy to protect the commercial ships of Shivaji. So that is associated with Shivaji. Recently, unusually shaped rainbow cloud appeared over China. Consider the following statement: the iridescent clouds are a diffraction phenomenon caused by small water droplets or small ice crystal individually scattering light. Larger ice crystals do not produce iridescence because they cannot cause halos. Both the statements are right regarding um, the rainbow cloud that appears over China. So it's a cloud there and a diffraction phenomenon. It is a diffraction phenomenon of small water droplets. Both the statements are right. Recently, government has decided to set up India's first ever night sky sanctuary. Night sky sanctuary is established at Ladakh. Your night sky sanctuary is established at Ladakh, but night safari is established is started in first night safari. It started in Lucknow, UP. Lucknow, UP. First night safari of India started. Changthang Wildlife Sanctuary. It is present in Ladakh. Changthang Wildlife Sanctuary. It is present in Ladakh. India overtakes which of the following country to become fifth largest economy? India is now fifth largest economy by overcome because it overcome UK, right? And it overcome UK, but India is already third largest economy in terms of purchasing power parity. What do you mean by purchasing power parity? For example, you are mm, uh, comparing the purchasing power of your money. For example, in 70 rupees or in $1. In $1, suppose you are purchasing a water bottle in $1 in USA, but with whereas the exchange rate is, for example, 80, but in India you can purchase with the same amount of money 4 bottles. So based on the consumption pattern, this is called as purchasing power parity. What is the purchasing power of your money? How much you can purchase? Based on that, India is at third rank so far as PPP is concerned. National Legal Services Authority. Consider the following statements. This is statutory body. Yes, it is statutory body. CGI is the ex-officio chairman of Nishal Sano. He has to retire his respective officer of India can become the executive chairman of NALSA. Just a second. Consider the following statements regarding Competition Commission of India. What is Competition Commission of India? Competition Commission of India, it is especially mm, establishes market-based economy. Right? Market-based economy means economy is it is so long as there is fair competition among the private players, market will work properly. So that's why to establish a healthy competition and to remove the evil practices from the in various private sectors, we have Competition Commission of India, which is a statutory body because it is established under CCI Act, Competition Commission of India Act 2002. The commission consists of a one chairperson and six members who shall be appointed by the President of India. One chairperson and six members who shall be appointed as by the President of India. Yes, one term. It has the power to impose monetary penalties upon the uh, violation of Competition Act 2002. Okay. This is this statement is sorry. Yes, it is statutory body, so this is right. A commission consists of chairperson and of six members. No, the competition is it is quasi judicial body and it is not six members. Sorry, yes, it consists of a one chairperson and six members. So who shall be? It is not the President of India. It is the central government usually. Central government. They are appointed by the central government, and it has power to impose monetary penalties based upon violation of Competition Act. So this is right. So only second statement is wrong. They are not appointed by the President of India. They are appointed by central government. Right? It's statutory body that is established by Competition Commission of India 2002. Right? Remember, it is quasi judicial. CCI is a quasi judicial body. So two statement is incorrect. It promotes healthy competition among various institutions. Okay. Jigyasa program. Jigyasa program is associated with which of the following ministry? Jigyasa program, it is especially the uh, initiative of government of India, that is by Ministry of Science and Technology. The purpose of Jigyasa scheme is to build the culture of scientific temper. Right? Jigyasa scheme, the purpose is to build the culture of scientific temper. This interaction between scientists and students. Interaction between scientists and students. With reference to Mars, so that is Jigyasa scheme. With reference to Mars Oxygen In Situ Research Utilization Experiment, MOXIE, consider the following statement. It has produced oxygen at Mars with components from planet's atmosphere. Yes, it has produced oxygen. Mars with components from planet atmosphere. Mars Oxygen In Situ Research Utilization Experiment. Yes. MOXIE makes oxygen like a tree does. It inhales carbon dioxide and exhales oxygen. Both statements are right regarding Mars oxygen in situ resource utilization experiment. It can produce oxygen at Mars with components from planet's, planet's atmosphere, and it do that like a tree. Like a tree, the way a tree produces oxygen, similarly, MOXIE also produces oxygen. Operation associated countries. Operations associated countries. Yes. First is Operation Maitri, Nepal. Operation Operation Devi Shakti, Yemen. Operation Rahat, Operation Ganga, Ukraine. Operation Ganga, that is right, or if you know, that is the Ukraine student they are evacuated, and the students which are studying in Ukraine they are evacuated from Ukraine when Russia and Ukraine war happened. So post statement is right. Operation Rahat, it belongs to, it is not in case of Pakistan. It is in case it is the operation by Indian Army from the Indian citizens and foreigners that in Yemen. Right. So this is Operation Rahat. This is from this is bringing back Indian Army, Indian citizens in Yemen. Right. And of Operation Maitri, that is in Nepal. Operation Maitri is in Nepal, that is right. And Operation Devi Shakti. Next is Operation Devi Shakti. It is between India and it is the operation of India. It is the operation of Indian Armed Forces to evacuate citizens from Afghanistan. Afghanistan. Operation Devi Shakti, Afghanistan. Operation Rahat, Yemen. Operation Maitri, Nepal. Operation Ganga, Ukraine. Right. So 1 and 4 options are right. With reference to International Court of Justice, right? We have International Court of Justice. The ICJ consists of a panel of 15 judges. Yes, it consists of a panel of 15 judges. From India, there is Dalbir Singh Bhandari, judge of International Court of Justice. Right? There are 15 judges elected by UNGA and Security Council for 9 years terms. Yes, every judges will have a term of 9 years. It is official working language is working language English and Russian. Just by logic, you can say this is wrong, right? Because obviously there is dominance of, so it cannot be just based on two languages. Just a second. Judges are eligible for re-election. Yes, judges are eligible for re-election. Recently, we have Dalbir Singh Bhandari. 1 and 3 options are right. Right. Remember, ICJ it is like a world court that solve legal dispute between various countries, and judgment is final, binding on the parties in case without any appeal. Right. India has gone to ICJ in Kulbhushan Jadhav case. Right. Your ICJ was established in 1945, and the headquarter is at Hague. Headquarter is at Hague. Hague, Netherlands. Headquarter is the, it is the headquarter of International Court of Justice. So it is a world court. It is has 15 members, and there are 9 years. Each body has a, each member has a tenure of 9 years, and it is, there is, it established 1945. Headquarter is at Hague, Netherlands. Arrange the 8 core industries in order of their weightage. Okay. Yes. So yes, this is completed. English, and this is not Russian actually. This is French. English and French are the official languages of ICJ. Okay, next. Arrange the 8 core sector of industries based on their weightages. One is natural gas, second is cement, then uh, refinery products and electricity. So obviously, first is refinery products. India is largest. 85% of our import belongs to uh, petroleum products. So obviously, the topmost will be refinery products. So 4 is the highest. After refinery products, there will be refinery products. There will be electricity. Refinery products. There will be electricity, right? Which is which is more than crude oil. That is, and then natural gas, then cement. If you consider the all the core industries, so after cement there will be fertilizers. Right? Fertilizers will be at last. Right? Remember, the base year of this core industries is 2011 to 12. The base year of this core industries. Consider the following statement. Patent is a legal term used to describe rights that creators have their literacy. Legal term is it is used to describe rights that the creators have over their literary or artistic works. Copyright is an exclusive right granted for an invention. A copyright it is not for invention; it is for especially when you write a book, development of literary work, not particularly for invention. Right? Patent it is legal term used as rights that creators have over the literary and patent is not for literary works. Copyright is for literary and artistic works. Patent is for medicine related things. For example, medicine or a particular product you are developing, right? That will be then you will granted patent. So neither one nor two are the answer regarding patent. Copyright is usually given for 50 years. On the following statements with reference to conditions of governor's office. The office of governor of state is an employment under central government. The emolument allowances of governor shall not be diminished during the time from office. Yes, it can be diminished because then he worked during the pleasure of the president, right? He do not president do not enjoy any security of power. He worked during the pleasure of the president. So first statement is right. Just a second. Okay. So president is governor's office is office of governor is state is an employment under central government. Yes, president governor works during the pleasure of the president. Right. Governor do not enjoy any security of tenure. Anytime he can be removed. Remember, only one difference, there is a power of pardon, right? In case of power of pardon, governor has mm, one uh, president has more power regarding pardoning power as compared to governor. The difference is that governor can also pardon only except death sentence. In case of death sentence, president has more power of pardoning power, right? Another another difference between president, if you consider discretionary power, if you consider discretionary power under Article 163, discretionary power under Article 163, president has governor has more discretionary power as compared to the president. Why? Because governor under Article 163, in case governor is not bound by the uh, advices of council of minister, governor has discretion. Governor can declare anything as his discretion. And according to under Article 163 clause 3, if anything is declared as the discretion of governor, it becomes his discretion, right? For example, in case of in one state UP, governor once appointed the Lokayukta, right? Because state government was not doing it. So governor said that I have utilized my discretion. So governor can utilize his discretionary power. That is not violation of constitution. But in case of president, president is bound by the aid and advice of the council of minister, which is constitutional mandated. If at any time governor president do not obey the direction of the recommendation of council of minister, it will be regarded as violation of constitution, and that is the only base, and that is the base in which president can also be impeached in the house of parliament, right? So that is, there is a difference between governor and president. So governor has more discretionary power, but president has more power so far as pardoning power. In case of death sentence, and also governor do not have the power over the verdict if that verdict is given by court martial. Government don't have the power if the word of pardon if the verdict is given by court martial. Next, Konark Sun Temple. Konark Sun Temple. It is not in Kerala. It is World Heritage. Not in Kerala. It is in Odisha. Right? Sun Temple, Odisha. Konark Sun Temple. It is built by King Narasimha Deva. King Narasimha Deva, Narasimha Deva I of Eastern Ganga dynasty. It is right. Right. Eastern Ganga dynasty. King Narasimha Deva I. He has built Konark Sun Temple. The temple belongs to Kalinga School of Indian Kalinga School of Architecture. We have three types school of architecture, right? That is Dravidian School of Architecture. There is there is Nagara School of Architecture, and there is Odisha School of Architecture. There is Vesar School of Architecture, right? We can say it is Nagara School of Architecture is basically the northern school of architecture. That is especially in the northern area of the country. There is Dravida School of Architecture. Dravida School of Architecture is present in the southern area of the country, right? And there is Besar School of Architecture. Besar School of Architecture, that is the mix of Dravida School of Architecture and the Besar School of Architecture is the mix of Nagara School of Architecture and Besar School of Architecture. Odisha School of Architecture is slightly different. It is one type of mix that is called as Kalinga School of Architecture, right? And this Konark Sun Temple, it was declared as a UNESCO. It is also UNESCO. It is a World Heritage Site by UNESCO. It is declared. It is a special Sun Temple. There is Chandrabhaga Temple, uh, mm, Chandrabhaga Sea near the Sun Temple. Mm, it is established in 13th century. Remember, by King Narasimha Deva I in 13th century, right? By Eastern Ganga dynasty. Okay. With reference to participatory notes, why participatory notes are important? Because many times there is probability of money laundering by participatory notes also. There may be various statements have come from the National Security Advisor that they may be security threat to India. But why you are not avoiding it? Because in one hand you have economic interest, in other hand you have interest regarding security. Okay, these are financial instruments required to invest in Indian securities without having to register in the Security and Exchange Board of India. Right? That means you don't have to register in the SEBI, Security and Exchange Board of India, but you can invest in this. You can invest in the stock market. So that means you can earn from the stock market as well. Right? You can earn from the stock market as well without registering in stock market. So that is also issue. This is participatory notes. These are issued by foreign portfolio investor (FPI) to overseas investors. Right. So it is another by another meaning. It is a path through which overseas investor they can invest in Indian securities SEBI. Right. They among the group of they are among the group of investments considered to be offshore derivative investments. Offshore derivative investments. 1, 2, 3. Yes, they are offshore derivative investments or they are foreign investments. We can in one type we can say. So 1, 2, 3 all are right regarding the participatory notes. Next, the national flag is said to be hosted at Congress Committee meeting in hosted 1906. Bombay national flag is said to have been hosted in 1906 in Bombay. Tricolor was adopted as a national flag at Congress Committee meeting in Lahore 1931. Indian flag was adopted in the present form during a meeting in the Constituent Assembly July 2020 1947. This statement is right because on this day we have adopted national flag of India. Right. Okay. So all the two statements are wrong. It is it is not in Bombay. Actually, it is in Kolkata. Kolkata 1906. This is right. So first statement is wrong. Second is also wrong. 1947 July 20 1947 our national flag is adopted by the Constituent Assembly. So three statement is right. Okay. So now we'll discuss some prelims facts. Prelims fact. After that we'll discuss some main topic. Naval muscle and seal of Chhatrapati Shivaji. Right. It is a significant development that happened in recent times. Briefly, we'll discuss these issues. Right. See, this is naval muscle. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has unveiled Navy's new ensign or Navy's new flag. What is significant? What is signs? What is the relevance of this new ensign? Right. First thing that we have came out of a colonial mindset, right? Because that there is a symbol, colonial symbol, that flag was designed by during the colonial times, and it happened during the commissioning of INS Vikrant. INS Vikrant, you know, it is first indigenous navy aircraft carrier, right? Indigenous made up of India, right? To provide maritime security. The new naval ensign bears the seal of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, whose navy gave the enemy sleepless nights, which the Indian Navy is now fly proudly in the sky and the seas in the Prime Minister said. Right. Shivaji has given security, he has developed his navy to provide security for trade. Right. New ensign in the flag on the upper canton in the left corner, a blue octagon compassing national name sitting on the anchor depicting steadfastness, superimposed in a field of inscribed navy motto, that is Sam no Varunaha in Devanagari. That is written. Okay. What is the relevance of this new insight? First thing is it is even something new happens, new excitement happens. Also another thing is that it is a come out of when India is coming out of the colonial symbols and developing our indigenous tradition, indigenous culture, and rewriting our cultural nationalism or rewriting our remanifesting our history, right? By this event we know that yes, Shivaji has also developed his navy during the period during his reign, right? The octagonal shape represents 8 directions, symbolizing navy's multi-directional reach and operational capability. When we insight, there is insight that reflects many things, that is operational capability and multi-directional reach. That means Indian navy has it will gain the status of Indian Navy will gain the status of net security provider. Remember, what is net security provider? Net security provider means if any vessel is going through Indian Ocean, right? The locational relevance is so much, strategic relevance is so much in case of India that it can provide, it can play the role of net security provider in the Indian Ocean. Right? Our strategic interest is very significant so far as India's maritime security is concerned. Okay. The octagon with double door border has inspired from Raja Mudra city. The Maratha Emperor Shivaji, who is adopted when he was 16 years of old. So that seal was adopted by Maratha Emperor Shivaji. The new naval ensign has replaced the one that carried Saint George's Cross with tricolor. Earlier there was Saint George Cross and tricolor in the canton. The ensign was essentially successor to pre-independence ensign in Indian Navy, which had red George Cross and white background with the Union Jack of the United Kingdom at the top. So this is a colonial symbol and we have come out of that colonial symbol and started something indigenous. Yes, this is that seal that this is the seal that Raja Mudra seal, which is adopted by Shivaji when he was the 18 years of old. Indian Navy has always acknowledged the seafaring powers of Maratha under the Shivaji. Right, Maratha during the Shivaji reign, the navy was staying there. Right, it named after training establishment of Lonavala INS Shivaji and shore-based logistics administrative of Western Naval Command Mumbai INS Angre Kanoji Angre celebrated Maratha Naval Commander. The use of octagonal design. This is octagonal design, right, of Shivaji in the naval design. The formal staff of umbilical ties to Indian Navy in the way Maratha Empire. That means in every direction, India is enlarging its capacity. India is extending its capacity, maritime capacity, in every direction to provide security to various commercial vehicles. Says Indian document. The navy under Shivaji is so strong that Marathas could hold their own against the British, Portuguese, and Dutch. Shivaji realized the importance of having secure coastline and protecting western conquered coast. Right? This is the navy of the navy are so strong against British, and also they are very strong against Portuguese and Dutch. Right? Okay. Next, the navy of Shivaji. Shivaji's empire reached west coast after 1657 when dominion crossed Kalyan. In the same year, he decided to establish navy. So in 1657, he decided to establish navy. Right. Uh, to territory from cities and to secure ports and merchant ships in order to ensure smooth maritime trading that brought the revenue and customs duty. His vision for establishing naval wing of the military was based on the belief in Jalameva Yasha, Jalameva Jasya, Balameva Tasya. Translated, he who rules the sea is all powerful. He who Jalameva Jasya, Balameva Tasya. Those who rules the sea is all powerful. At present time also, we realize that our strategic relevance in the Indian Ocean is make what India is at today. Right? India is a powerful country, and India, if they are if the various countries are developing various diplomatic relationship with India, with USA. USA is the biggest ally as of now, the biggest superpower. The reason is that because of Indian Ocean. Right? India has large clouds over the Indian Ocean is concerned. right? From starting from the Kutch region to West Bengal, right? And also in the Pak Strait, in the whole Indian Ocean, we have high dominance, right? We have a big, very big coastal area. So obviously, those who rules over the seas all the powerful. Especially a country will become rich just by trade, and trade even today it is largely dependent on the maritime vehicles, right? Because it is the transportation through water is very much less as compared to transportation by any other means. So that's why those person who rules the sea are all the powerful, and it is also important to provide security to those people who are investing, security to those people who are or commercial vehicles that are passing through the Indian Ocean. So India can play the role of net security advisor. Between 1661 and 1663, the naval wing of Maratha Empire came into existence. Naval wing of Maratha Empire come into existence, and at its peak included 400 odd ships and various kind of sizes. 400 odd ships and various curve sizes. 400 is very high. This included battleships and other vessels varying shapes and purposes. For example, Gurab, Tarande, Golwat, Sibad, and Pal. You need to remember these terminologies because many times they ask where you have seen this news. It is Gurab, Tarande, Galwat, Sibad, and Pal. According to BK, after pioneering a history of Maratha Navy and merchant ships, Shivaji's navy tested its fast success when he used 85 ships to attack Basur near the Kundapura in today's Karnataka and returned with a huge booty. Right. Shivaji ordered construction of naval port, that is Vijayadurga. Remember Vijayadurga, that is present in, that is the fort city and naval fort, that is of Shivaji. The twin to Sindhudurga in 1653. Between 1653 and 1680, Shivaji built more naval forts such as Sindhudurg and Kolaba. So Sindhudurg, Kolaba, Vijayadurg, all these are built by Shivaji to develop Indian Navy. Many of its forts remained unconquered, were used by Marathas for strategic purposes to keep watch on enemies approaching via the seas. North Konkon's Kalyan and Bhiwandi were the part of these were the part of Maratha Navy continued to form a formidable force in the Shivaji, led by the admirals of such anger. The Maratha Empire fought Mughals, Dutch, English at the sea. It held its own against all of them. So it is a high defensive power. We come to know that this is see in ancient India they may ask a question regarding our navy and how it is inspired from Shivaji. You have to write these 4 and 5 points. You have to explain our navy, its present relevance. What is the relevance of Indian Ocean? Why India is very special in world affairs just because of its Indian Ocean. And another thing you must mention is that how Shivaji has developed this trend and by establishing around 400 ships in Indian Navy. Next, India's most endangered canet, that is the dhole. What is this dhole? As per studies, limited knowledge about the life history of endangered species is common obstacle in the addressing conservation challenges. One such enigmatic species is under threat, that is forest dwelling social canet in Indian forest, that is the dhole. Geographical change from the Altai mountains of Manchuria in Central Eastern Asia, a range spread southwards to the forest tracts of India, Burma, Malayan archipelago. Three races of the dhole exist in India alone. So, what is the geographic range of dhole? That is Burma, Malayan archipelago. They are also spread in the Central Asia region, the Central and East Asia region. So, it is not limited to any particular region. It is Central Asia, East Asia, India, Burma, Malaya. Right? Dhole exists everywhere. And the habitat. Dholes are like open spaces, can often found in jungle roads, riverbeds, jungle clearings, paths, right, where they rest during the day. Dhole is highly social animal, living large clans without rigid dominance of hierarchies and containing multiple breeding females. Such clans usually consist 12 individuals, but groups over 40 are known. The Dhole protected under Schedule 2 of the Wildlife Protection Act 1972. Wildlife Protection Act 1972, they are protected. They are large clans, rigid dominance of hierarchy. There is no Dhole is highly social animal. They are large clans without rigid dominance of hierarchy. The creation of reserves under the Project Tiger has given protection to population with tigers. Okay, next is your okay Wild Canets India project. Wild Canets means these wild dogs. Launched 2018 by the researchers to apply to various organizations and universities. The project aimed to conduct research work, better understand and candidates, and formulate science-based strategies, including citizens and science projects to conservation or to conserve them. So there is also Canet India project. Okay, what is rainbow clouds? Recently, unusually shaped rainbow appeared over China. Rainbow clouds they appeared over China. The cloud in the question resembles Pillars cloud. What is this pillars and phenomenon? Bright colors appearing on the cloud called as cloud iridescence. Iridescence. What is this cloud iridescence? Or Pillars cloud. A Pillars cloud is cloud formed over cumulus or cumulonimbus cloud. In geography, you little study that the types of cloud. One is cumulonimbus cloud that created because of conventional process, condensation process. It is formed when the base clouds pushes the moist air upwards and water vapor from the current condenses in somewhat resembled a waist-like crest or umbrella. Waist-like, like a wave-like crest or umbrella. It is formed by Pileus cloud, right? Especially when cloud pushes moist current air in upward direction. So when moist current affair that go in upward direction, such type of cloud is created. A Pillows cloud is transient in nature and lasts barely for a few minutes, making it difficult at the same time exciting to spot. This is Pillows cloud. Okay, what is cloud iridescence? See the diagram. Cloud iridescence. It is a iridescence ionization is an optical phenomenon that most locally wave-like clouds, including Peleus and Altocumulus lenticularis, right? Autocumulus lenticularis. Iridescence in cloud means appearance of colors on clouds. Whether this can be in the form of parallel bands like rainbow mingled pen patches. So this is called as iridescence. When there is appearance of color, you may see this is the see this in the diagram. This is the cloud, and these are appearance of color around the clouds. They are called as iridescence. In ancient Greek mythology, Iris is the goddess of rainbow. Irision, the phenomenon of rainbow-like colors in cloud. Rainbow-like colors in cloud, that is called as iridescence. Iridescence of clouds is a photometer. Optical phenomenon is used by reflection refraction. So this is about cloud iridescence. Whatever you are watching here, that is cloud iridescence. So why this cloud iridescence happens? Small water droplets, ice crystal, usually smaller size, attract sunlight falling from the thin. The thinness of the cloud ensures more exposure to sunlight for each water droplet or ice crystal To ensure wave crest like appearance, water droplets of ice crystal in these clouds are always moving. Droplets from one side to another cloud evaporate from the other hand. Hence, the cloud remains small and thin since the droplets have no way of combining and growing in size. So it ensures so there is it reduces the chances of severity. So mm, because this the crest like appearance is happens because of droplets on one side of cloud evaporate from the other end, and hence these clouds remain small, and the thin droplets have no way to combining with the growing size, so they become scattered, and that's why we see scour iridescence. We see various colors because they are scattered. Diffraction. Iridescence or ionization is caused by diffraction within 10 degrees from the sun from the sun beyond 10 degrees and lasts up to 40 degrees. The interference of light is main cause of iridescence. Interference of light. What do you mean interference of light? So there are two slits and this is a screen, and both two light sources are looking at this. When one light sources will be there, then obviously the brightness will be half. When two light sources, tri-light sources are incident, then obviously the brightness should be two, double than earlier, whatever it is not happening. It is not happening. In some areas with interference, in some areas you will see some dark light, dark time, that is called as compression, and this region that is called as rarefaction. Rarefaction. So compression and rarefaction, these are the composition, and this is this formation of compression and rarefaction where multiple light sources are used in a in a home is called as iridescence. The region of iridescence. This is region of iridescence. Just 1 second. Wait. Okay. Next. So this is iridescence. This is a phenomenon based on phenomenon of diffraction and interference. Okay. What is next is what is gig economy. Nowadays we are watching as various types of gig economy has developed. The question is examine the role of gig economy in the process of empowerment of women in India. First, we have to understand what is gig economy, right? And what is the importance of gig economy. A gig economy is a free market system in which temporary positions are common. Temporary position means we have seen, for example, you have seen the Swiggy, Zomato, the food delivery system, right? They're temporary jobs having no security, right? There is no security of tenure. There is no social security schemes like EPFO. So that economy is called as gig economy. That is developing in India. Also, the part-time job system. There are temporary jobs, and there is one type of freelancing. Freelancing means whenever you want, you may work. Okay, that is gig economy. So economy is free. Economy is a free market system at which temporary positions are common and organizations are contract. Independent workers are short-term engagements. Whenever there is short-term engagement, we can say it is a gig economy. According to report by Boston Consulting Group, India's gig workforce comprises of 15 million workers. That is around 1.5 million workers, 1.5 crore workers. That means, sorry, 15 million. Yes, 15 million means 1.5 crore workers are employed across industries as software and shared services as professional services. So there is a huge amount, there is a huge number of employees are working as in gig economy. Gig economy will expand and boost women's employment because it is based on flexible temporary and freelance jobs. Based on flexible temporary and freelance jobs, that is the most important thing in case of women, because Indian women has various responsibilities. They many times we have been labor force participation that is below 25%. Labor force participation ratio, right? LFPR. That should be more, because that is, if that will be more, why it is not becoming more? Because many of Indian women, when they have much responsibility, usually they do not prefer to do jobs. So to increase that, we have to encourage them in providing flexible freelance jobs. Presently, at a particular time, if somebody will join job, a private sector job, it is approximately 10 hours, right? And women cannot devote these 10 hours to a particular job, and because they are the family responsibilities. So that's why that will help the women by taking the contractual jobs or short-term jobs, that will, so that they can take care of the family, and also they will be the economical, they can also support. Okay. Challenges. G economy thrives on largely unregulated. They are largely unregulated. Economy will, yes, we will expand, boost women's employment because it is based on flexible temporary freelance jobs. It has potential of absorbing more women and increases their participation in the workforce. This will encourage women who could not opt full-time work can join the workforce. So women can join the workforce. Those who cannot opt for full-time work, they can join as a worker or as a short-time worker. Then what are the challenges? They are largely unregulated. Therefore, workforce have little job security and few benefits. There is little job security. Whenever there is little job security and few benefits, the talented people will not join there. Obviously, they will not join there. Right. So, to bring the best talents, we have to give them social security or high salary. But in case of gig economy, you don't need much skills. For example, delivery of goods, delivery of foods. You just have to understand the address and deliver there. So there in because of this, there is little job security. A worker need to skill enough. Why skill development is important? Gandhi just said that we cannot provide employment just by education. We have to skill people. Many of the people in rural areas, they do not have educational qualification, but they are very developed so far as skills is concerned. You have witnessed such type of people, right? So skill development is very important so far as this such type of gig economy is concerned. If once they are provided with skill, they can develop themselves as well. Unless a person is extremely talented, his bargaining power will be necessarily limited. While companies routinely invest in training employees, a gig economy women worker will have to upgrade his skills on his own and on his own cost. You have to upgrade your skill. For example, somebody is learning speak English, somebody is learning different type of English so that they can provide better services. There is also various skills in every sector that one must include so that they can perform better. So there should be routine training of the employees that must happen so that they will get opportunity to raise their standard or salary. There is already many more potential online and independent workers than jobs. And these demand supply mismatch who only get hours over time. The depressing wages, especially women. will mismatch will only get worse over the time, depressing wages, especially women. Right? That's why we have to increase the salaries of the even if it is gig economy. Otherwise, it will not attract women. We have to establish a gender parity, gender equality society. In case of India, at least in our country, there should be gender equality. When you talk about gender equality, you have to also consider about economic equality and also about social equality. One of the parameter of economic equality is job. And when the job price is very low, when the opportunities that provides low salary, what happens, many of the women that do not join, especially who are from rich middle class or middle class. So labor force participation ratio it is less than, it is always less than 30%. So we'll discuss one main topic, India's health. Okay, polio to COVID-19, what accounts India's vaccination story? India's vaccination, right? India has very successfully vaccinated almost all its people. Right, around it has vaccinated. India's success with immunization has achieved only after the country, not only for the country but also for the world. India has consistently contributed global sustainable development goals by focusing on immunization of newborns, is infants, children, pregnant women. Under universal immunization program, India provides vaccines against 11 diseases nationally and one disease subnationally, targeting to close 2.7 crore newborns and 2.9 crore pregnant women every year. Right? So they have, every year we have 2.7 crore newborns and 2.9 crore pregnant women. That's why they need to be targeted and they also need to be vaccinated, because in case of viral disease it is very difficult to get cured just by taking medicine. So that's why we have to vaccinate them. It is most essential, and India is doing that by Mission Indradhanush. The vaccination is one of the most effective public health interventions which saves the life by protecting people, especially children, from dreadful vaccine preventable diseases. There are various vaccine preventable diseases that can be only cured by vaccine. There is no medicine for it. Smallpox vaccine is over 2 centuries ago. Vaccines have effectively reduced the burden of diseases such as polio, measles, tetanus, whooping cough, influenza, right, COVID-19. Recent study in the medical Lancet study estimates that vaccines have prevented up to 3.7 crore deaths in the last 20 years in low and middle countries alone. In low and middle country alone, 3.7 crore deaths have saved because of intensive vaccination. Then, vaccines have also economic and social benefits. Study from the health affairs estimated that every rupee invested in immunization against 10 pathogens, return the investment will be 50, 52 rupees. So here economically it is very also significantly viable, right? So there is almost 50 times benefit, right? 50 time output benefit, the return will be around 52 rupees. So it is a very good, and economic and social benefits are there, that to promote industrialization. Next, from polio to COVID-19, India has a long story of successful vaccination and historical accounts dating back to 18th century. After being declared smallpox free in 1977, India launched expanded program of immunization (EPI) in 2000 in 1978. EPI, expanded program of immunization, introduced in the BCG, DPT and OPV vaccine. and OPV vaccine. Since then, India's immunization program has steadily improved and reached the arsenal of childhood we provided under the umbrella. That means after that, India has developed its vaccination process because we realized that everything cannot be solved by medicine. We have to take vaccines against some viral diseases or pathogens. Newer vaccine, better infrastructure, innovative strategies improve both demand and supply of vaccines. Innovative infrastructure, newer vaccines. Innovative strategies also developed by the various scientists. See, scientists will research and develop a particular vaccine, and industries they will manufacture such type of vaccines. So there is always multiple stakeholders, and everybody need to be encouraged, so that there will be no demand, and everyone must be encouraged so that by higher efficiency there will be no demand and supply gap. Because we have seen the demand and supply gap in the post pandemic and the well there is one second wave of COVID, right? Huge second wave of COVID, huge amount, huge number of there is lack of huge number of COVID vaccines at that time. There were shortages, but finally we have managed it. So we have to address the demand and supply challenges that exist in our country because of huge population and lack of infrastructure. All these things. Since 2014, immunization activities have been intensified. Right? Government has launched mission in the news for full immunization coverage, that is greater than 90%. Full immunization coverage, more than 90% is achieved and sustained across the country. So it has increased. Government has targeted more than 90% of achieved. In India, we become the first country in Asia to launch rotavirus vaccine after the in India rotavirus, right? Rotavirus vaccine we launched India launched rotavirus vaccine in the under the universal under the universal immunization program. Okay. And in 2017, pneumococcal conjugate vaccine was introduced and scale up made in India vaccine to prevent rotaviral diarrhea and pneumococcal pneumonia in children. Pneumococcal pneumonia in children, India has also developed conjugate vaccines. The new vaccines that are introduced are rotavirus vaccine and pneumococcal conjugate vaccines. Okay, why India is successful so far as vaccination is concerned? Once since independence, India has built up its biomedical enterprise, including research and development, manufacturing facility. After India got independence, it is developing its biomedical enterprise. Fruitful public-private partnership has helped boost the development. Yes, for public-private partnership is highly important regarding the development of vaccination. India indigenously produced rotavirus and PCV vaccines. After the speed in which India was able to indigenously produce two COVID vaccines, which are return of these investments. So as we have developed, made various investment during the post independence periods, now we are getting the result by significantly or producing huge number of vaccines for COVID vaccines. India also will deliver infrastructure by establishing cold chain system, developing training community, health guide of the workers, and establish last mile of services. Establishing last mile of services, we have ASA workers, right? That they are working at the village level to provide certain information. Today, India is the single largest producer of vaccines in the world, providing quality vaccines at low cost, helping immunize all of other helping the immunize other low and medium income countries. It is estimated that almost two-thirds of children in the world receive at least one vaccine manufactured in India. At least one vaccine manufactured in India. Two-thirds of children they have received at least one vaccine manufactured in India, which is a very proud moment for us because that is a sector that is highly developed and we are contributing to the world. We are saving crores of lives by immunization, right? As India has a strong biochemical sector, we have also developed COVID vaccine again. We have also rapidly given COVID vaccines as compared to any other country, right? And achieve the highest target, vaccinating its all people. Such campaigns target all the segment of population that need awareness about vaccine preventable diseases. They build trust and confidence in vaccines. As whole world is accepting Indian vaccination, we have to trust the vaccination, right? Many times we see some campaigns against the vaccination, but we must learn that whole world is accepting India's vaccines. So India's pharmaceutical sector is very strong, and we have to, and that builds the confidence in our other countries. And based on that, they purchase. India used various available platforms of communication to convey consistent, accurate information. Community healthcare such as ASA, Anganwadi workers, door-to-door campaign, identify missed out children and pregnant women in any dose. They have been cornerstone of the polio endgame through the role of vaccination and the surveillance. The ASA workers, the Anganwadi workers, they are working significantly to right to reduce such type of vaccination issues in the last mile connectivity area. While national leaders, celebrities spreading messages through the mass media has to be proven useful. Yes, national leaders and celebrities, they are spreading messages through mass media. That is also useful to create awareness among various government initiatives. Despite multiple challenges, vaccination is one of the public health success stories. As world aims to bring improved uptake of equality COVID vaccination, policymakers and public health practitioners can learn from India's vaccination program. Advisory capacity, advocacy, capacity building, investment, research, manufacturing, community engagement, mass media social engagement, and social mobilization has helped to reach the current vaccination coverage. Right. Presently, we have successfully almost all persons are given the third dose of vaccine, that is the booster dose, right? And so we are successful regarding our vaccination coverage. The huge amount of huge section of society, they are covered under vaccination already. They are covered under vaccination. Right. At present, various zoonotic diseases are getting emerged. Zoonotic diseases means those diseases which are especially um, coming from the animals towards the, and they are getting into human beings. So in case of viral diseases, it is very difficult to get treated immediately. Getting the proper treatment immediately. That's why we need to cooperate with various countries. Right? We need to cooperate with other countries also regarding technology or regarding technology transfer. Although we are advantageous, still we need to develop our scientific base, we have to develop our infrastructure so that we can produce a huge amount of vaccines at a particular interval with a very small interval of time. Or if any such pandemic occurs in future also, we should be ready for that to so that our masses will not die or suffer just because of lack of vaccination. So combined political will, public partnership, and public and private partnership, that will help to achieve such type of targets. Okay, so your lectures end here, and must like this video and share this so that we'll get encouraged. Thank you.